Hello, my lovelies. So you've been sending in so many questions. I'm going to answer them quickly before the sun goes down because during the day, it's been beautiful blue skies, as you can see behind me. And as soon as the night falls, we are hunkering down for another round of fireworks from Iran. A couple of the questions you've sent in is locations of the damage. It's in the Tel Aviv area, or what they're calling Gush Dan, which is the Tel Aviv and surrounding metropolitan area. We're not releasing that information because it essentially helps the enemy know how to fire next time. They did hit, I believe, 9 places last night, homes. There were a few direct hits, and there were some missiles that were hit in the sky, and then the shrapnel or remnants of them landed and destroyed certain the areas where the missiles actually hit. Just took out entire city blocks, and the damage is significant. There were several people who were killed last night. I heard 2 and I heard 4. I believe the ones that were killed did not make it to their bomb shelters in time. Currently they're saying that it was a glitch, that the sirens went off too late. And let's see, are we going to continue striking Iran? We have been striking them all day. Really, originally the targets were military targets, specifically the nuclear targets. The stories behind it could be an incredible movie. And I'm guessing there will eventually because, wow, very creative and very, Israel's a tiny country and our resources are much more limited, but apparently our creativity is by far superior. And I'll share some of those stories as we continue. But yes, we are continuing to strike. Really what Israel said was as long as Iran did not target our civilian population, we would only target their military, and we would not target their government because we weren't looking to topple their government. We were just looking to remove the threat of a nuclear attack on Israel. Last night they did target our civilian population, and the response to that from our government was that has paved the road to Tehran. So we'll see what happens with that. Last night, because if you understand how the Middle East works, a lot of it is essentially honor and shame. And you can win a war militarily, but not do it in a way that appears to be to make you look good. Or when you win a war, the best way to win it is not just militarily, but to do it in a way that really shames the other side. And so the fact that Israel is right now in the skies over Iran, and Israel is refueling their jets in the sky in the daytime, and we continue our attacks in the daytime, and the fact that we built a military base for drones in Iran, just a bunch of stuff that was done there, is very much shameful for the Iranian government. And reports on the news were that they were arresting people that were photographing or filming anything. Iran has shut down the internet because they didn't want all the Iranians who have long been against the regime to be able to use this opportunity to unite and try to overthrow the government. And so apparently Elon Musk and Starlink have stepped in and made the internet available again. But the Tel Aviv mayor last night was filmed on the rooftop watching the airstrike. Now, while this is incredibly dumb in terms of his own safety, the reason he did it, and he said he would only do it once, the reason he did it was to show that he was not afraid. And that was an issue of honor, and that is Middle East language. Something that in the West, is not exactly a big issue like it is in the Middle East, but in the Middle East, shame and honor is a big thing. In fact, that's why you hear of honor killings, because if someone does something that shames the family, they go and kill them for the family honor. And so some interesting footage there from yesterday. I believe last night we had 200 missiles. I think there was another barrage, we're in the Jerusalem area, and there was another barrage that was sent to Tel Aviv. I'm not exactly sure how many because our sirens did not go off for those. But the understanding was that the plan was to send 1,000, and the fact that Israel went in and took out many of the launchers and some of the capabilities and took out so many of their top guys early on meant that they essentially weren't able to do what they wanted to do. So we'll see tonight, because as they said, blue skies during the day, and they've been letting us run errands and grab groceries and whatever it is we need, let the kids go to parks. They actually asked the kids not go to parks that don't have bomb shelters, which if you've never been to Israel, you would wonder why you would need a bomb shelter near the parks. But the parks that are near Gaza have bomb shelters near them, because in Gaza, if you live near Gaza, you have about 15 seconds from the time that Hamas fires rockets, or anyone from Gaza fires rockets, about 15 seconds to make it in. So they built bomb shelters near the parks, but in other areas we don't necessarily have bomb shelters, and so they asked for us not to be out with the kids in those areas. There's been several funny things, because we just have a sense of humor. We have to have a sense of humor during these times. And while everybody was waiting for hundreds of missiles, ballistic missiles, which are bigger than buses, to come and attack us, the Houthis from Yemen, who fire like a missile every few days at us. Just, I don't exactly know why and what the point of it is, but it's their statement. And if you've never had the opportunity to see Houthi culture, it's something like between Hitler meets Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm not exaggerating, like really not exaggerating. Go check out some footage of the Houthis. But that they fired last night one, and we're sitting here waiting like tense for hundreds of missiles from Iran, and they fire their one. And I kind of almost felt like an ex-girlfriend that really wants attention, and but she's really not that impressive. Yeah, that was this, because they fired and it did land. We didn't catch it in time. Maybe we were too distracted with trying to prepare for Iran, but it landed on a Palestinian village near Hebron. So if you just understand the recklessness in which people who hate Israel are okay with just damaging and killing anyone. It felt like an ex-girlfriend that really wants attention, and but she's really not that impressive. Yeah, that was this, because they fired and it did land. We didn't catch it in time. Maybe we were too distracted with trying to prepare for Iran, but it landed on a Palestinian village near Hebron. So if you just understand the recklessness in which people who hate Israel are okay with just damaging and killing anyone, there you go. That's the Houthis. So sun's setting, and we will update you tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, so keep sending your questions, and ciao. Shalom.